When you ask the right questions, you get the right answers. But are you asking yourself the right questions? This month in my membership, the Successful Women's Academy, we are talking about the concept of self-curiosity. So I just want to share a little piece of that with you here. Oftentimes we're dealing with challenges or opportunities and we can feel like we're stuck. And what we do is we run around asking everybody else, what do you think I should do? Or we might be looking at what other people do, or we might even sometimes be ignoring what really has us stuck. We might be avoiding really peeling back layers and noticing what we're afraid of, what conversation we really need to have, what boundary needs to be set, or what dream we need to admit that we have, but we're not admitting it because we're afraid to go for it, because we're afraid of disappointment. Self-curiosity is the process of you simply getting curious about what's going on with you, pausing and asking the kinds of questions that give you the answers you need to move forward. So let me just give you a couple of my favorite self-curiosity questions that you might ask yourself right now, as soon as this video is over, okay? So one is just saying to yourself, what is the challenge or the opportunity I most need an answer to right now? It can be easy for us to be on autopilot and just not be intentional about getting clarity about what we need. So asking yourself, what's the challenge or the opportunity I need an answer to right now, allows you to then focus on what it is that you need. Secondly, what is the message or the lesson that my challenge is offering me? There's always a message. There's always some sort of a lesson that you can glean. But you don't do that unless you stop, you pause, and you look for it. But I promise if you look for it, you'll find it. And then lastly, and this is about really stretching yourself and taking action, because it can be easy to get caught in the trap of thinking about what you're going to do, analyzing what you're going to do, planning for it, journaling through it, writing about it. Am I talking to you? So here's the question. In what way could you stretch yourself to move forward in the midst of your challenge? How could you stretch yourself? How could you get out of your comfort zone? And when that fear comes up, how could you be curious about it? How could you say, what would it look like to move forward in spite of my fear? Here's the thing. When we start moving out of our comfort zone, we expand that comfort zone. And soon the place that used to be uncomfortable, now that's the comfort zone. But in the process of self-curiosity, pausing, noticing, and asking yourself the kinds of questions that get you the answers you need, that's how you move forward. Now, have you been stuck in any way? Here's the thing. When we're intentional about our personal growth, we are able to move through any kind of challenge and seize every opportunity. And that's what the Successful Women's Academy is all about. It is your personal growth plan. So if you haven't checked it out, if you're not a member, I invite you to check it out. Just go to valerieburton.com/SWA. We have powerful content every single month. I guide you through a virtual coaching session, a guided meditation, and we even meet live on Zoom where I can answer your questions. So I'd love for you to join. But until then, practice a little self-curiosity.